so crazy because the truth of the matter is, at first, I tell this story all the time. I didn't want to audition.
Listen.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your man. My name is Kyle Price, but we're friends. You can call me KP. And I am here with the talented actor Jordan L. Jones from the upcoming season 3 of Bel-Air. How you doing? How you feeling today?
I'm doing great, blessed, and highly favored. Absolutely.
We love to hear it. And in the middle of the summer, too. So it's lit.
Man,
All
you know what I'm
right.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Got the braids for the summer.
I was going to
You
say, like, your braids coming in
know,
mighty fresh. You did this for this Quintessential Gentleman
you
interview?
know, I
Hey,
did.
fella.
I did it just
Oh,
for you. I
okay.
did it.
Like, thank you for making us feel special. I appreciate that. But like I said, you have season 3 of Bel-Air
Yeah.
coming up, and you played Jazz. Jazz, for everybody who is a fan of Bel-Air and a fan of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Jazz is one of the most pivotal, lovable characters on the show, on both shows actually. So knowing that you were taking on such an iconic role and such a pivotal role in the show, how was your approach to Jazz, and how has it been playing Jazz for all 3 seasons?
Well, my approach to Jazz is a lot of people think that, oh, like I had to hone in on the original Jazz, but the show is so different
Right.
that, even when I talked to him, DJ Jazzy Jeff, he was like, dude, just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? The way that you got the role, keep doing that. There's so many situations in the original that have nothing to do with this one.
Right.
The dramatic take of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's not like I'm when I go into a scene, I'm looking at like, okay, would he play that? Because he's never been in that situation. So how I take on the character is really just me. You know what I'm saying? Just like how I see the character or envision the character, navigating through these situations. And even since the beginning, season 1, dude, it's been a joy. It really has. There's a lot of times where, we all we all as actors want to be on something that is what's the word? I don't know the word, but regardless, we all want to be on a show or a movie or something that like you feel like, man, this is me. This is so
Yeah.
me. And this was that show. This was that show for me. So I'm still excited. I've been so excited and just thankful and blessed to get this opportunity since season 1. Seriously, and it's been such a thrill playing Jazz, and just the feedback that I've been getting from fans and my family. Yeah, it's been great, bro. It really has. I couldn't have chosen or picked something that was, I don't want to say just the most like me, but something that I like so much, like playing this character. So it's just been such a blessing, dude. Seriously.
I can feel it in your spirit. Like, you really like in conversation. Like, you've been doing this for a minute. You've been on a couple shows,
Right?
on Shameless, All Rise, The Rookie, Netflix comedy show Disjointed, like all that. Just
Yeah.
to hear you seeing how you encompass everything and put it into Jazz, like that's
Yeah.
amazing to hear. And we can tell because we're here on season 3 and about
Yeah.
to get some other stuff going. I was gonna ask you, but you already said it. Did you have DJ Jazzy Jeff, who is the original Jazz in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, to like, just kind of guide you and coach you through things? And since he's been there, how impactful has it been on, like, just staying the course with your interpretation of Jazz and how you want to see him evolve?
Dude, it was so great because I think in the first season we had like a Bel-Air like influencer barbecue type thing where it was like we're all at a house and we premiered the first episode, and DJ Jazzy Jeff, his son, was there DJing as well.
Oh wow.
And he like pulled me to the side. He said, "This was so crazy." He was like, "Yo, dude, I just want to say thank you, man. You made the family proud." And even though he said like this short sentence, I was like, wait, what? Like, I grew up watching, you know what I'm saying?
That's
This is
crazy. Yeah.
insane. This is insane. And going back to what I already said, it was like, it wasn't like, hey, make sure that, because because we took pictures, me and Jeffrey.
Yeah. So
Jesse
you're on
Jeffrey.
first name basis.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
But we took pictures and stuff. We got a chance to talk, and it wasn't like, of course he wouldn't do this, but it wasn't like he was like, "Hey man, how I did it. This is how it was." It's not like that. Like the situations that this Jazz goes through, then that Jazz, it was just a whole different show. That was a sitcom. That was he comes in, he's the comedic relief.
Right.
I'm not playing that character. You know what I'm saying? We have some of the same swag and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And I think just subconsciously, just watching Fresh Prince, I just get it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a thing where it's like when I get the script of episode 2 and I'm like, man, let me go watch Fresh Prince. It's not like that. It's not, our characters we're similar, but we're so different.
Yeah.
That it's really just kind of like my take on the character for real.
What I will say watching the show is there's the similarities between your take on jazz and Jeffrey's take on jazz is there's an effervescent, like cool factor there. It's like I'm not trying hard. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Like it's really vibes the whole way that you're taking it there. But no, I'm a big fan of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air too. So like even watching the viral video that had the proof of concept that hit the internet a few years ago, I don't know, because it's like a little darker. It's a little more of a different beat, than an upbeat show that we're used to. When you saw it on the internet, did you initially believe in the project? I feel like, yo, this is a first take and I got to be a part of that. Like, what was your first reception to that initial video?
Dude, it's so crazy because the truth of the matter is, at first, I tell this story all the time. I didn't want to audition, right? So basically, because I love Fresh Prince so much, sometimes when we get an audition, you don't get all of the details. So it was like, yo, we got an audition for you to be the new Jazz and like the new Fresh Prince. And I was like, hell no. Like, what? Like, what? Like, I still watch this every single night. Like a sitcom, it's still relevant. Why? Because you know how reboots are. Sometimes, they're very hit or miss. Yeah. So I actually turned it down. And one of the reasons why number one, I'm a firm believer in like, what's for you is for you, and nobody can take that away from you, even yourself. So even me turning down the audition, the next day, my manager hit me up and he was like, hey, I'm not going to let you turn this down. Like, here goes the script. I'm going to give you some more information. And to your point, I saw the link from 2019 that was the proof of concept. Now, when I got the audition at first, I didn't put those together because that was, I think, 2 years prior. So I thought it was like another thing. I didn't know if that went or whatever, if that was going to be a movie. But I remember watching that being, oh my God, that was insane. Like that was such a good little short.
Right.
And when I got the audition, I didn't put those two together. So then when he was like, hey, I'm not gonna let you turn this down. He got the script, so I read the script, and I was like, oh, this is different. And then there was a little YouTube video, and I was like, this is the video that was from years ago. Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
When the universe be universing, and it's not gonna let you I'm telling you.
Oh, so weird, yeah. But I turned it down at first. I had a conversation with him. And I was like, honestly, I don't want to do it. And then I talked to my mom. And my mom was like, no, I think you'd be good at this. Yeah, whatever, Mom. Like, I don't want to do, like, it's a sitcom. Like, it's going to be like, they're trying to do funny just like they did it. But I watch Fresh Prince every single day. And I hope they don't butcher this and yada, yada. And then I got the script and I was like, actually, this is very different.
Yeah.
And that video came through too. And I was like, this is that. Yeah, got audition. And then, like I said, man, the rest is history.
Listen, you got to get out of your own way sometimes. It be like that. Man. And now to have Jazz, the original Jazz, backing you, and then Will Smith project and everything going on at Peacock. Here you are 3 seasons later.
Right.
And then you guys got Entertainment Weekly's biggest entertainment film TV project of 2022. So I know that had to be like sweet vindication.
Yeah. Man, I mean, actually, what's crazy? I think the best vindication for me was, like I just told you, like I was like, oh, I don't want to do it. Now I'm going to do it. Now, everybody else doesn't see what we see because we shoot it obviously before there's any press or promo.
Mm.
So when tabloids and stuff were putting stuff out, we're looking at the comments. Oh, this is some BS, man. I can't
Right.
believe they're doing this. Yada, yada, and this. And I'm not watching this. And,
Right.
dude, the day the trailer came out, my phone went insane. Like my whole phone was, bro, this looks crazy. What? Like even my friends were like, bro, like I'm not watching this, bro. You my homie, but like forget all that. Like I'm watching Fresh Prince right now. Like y'all not finna do that, dude. When the first trailer came out, man, that day was probably the best vindication for me because we were like, a lot of my friends were, talking trash or whatever. I'm looking at comments, and all I kept saying was, just wait for the trailer. And this was months because we shoot it months before anything comes out, 6 months. And I had to sit there and take all of it. I had to sit there and take all the people who were like, man, I can't believe we even doing this, man. What are y'all, stupid?
Right.
Man, when that trailer dropped, the whole world flipped.
It was over. It was over.
Oh, this actually looks good, man. So that day. I was like, yep, I can't wait for this day. And then that day, for real.
Yeah.
As you
that
said,
was a mic drop day. That's the day. He was like, what? Don't ever question me ever again. Because I know what I'm doing.
I was like, I'm telling y'all, man, I believe, like, I was with y'all. I'm telling y'all it's going to be good. Man, shut up, Jordan. Okay, got it.
But it's all right. 3 seasons later, we back. So personally speaking, like, how you personally feel about like reboots, how they can be sometimes hit or miss or anything. Do you think this is a good formula for future shows to adapt, like, test the audience with their proof of concept, or just like leave some projects alone? Like, do you feel like there are projects we should just like, as a culture, just leave alone?
Well, it's so weird because now I don't even know how to answer that because before the show, I would have answered like, dude, like if something is like lightning in a bottle, just like leave that, like let that rock, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but there's been so many examples of things that we want to leave alone, and then like it's still popping. Like, dude, Bad Boys 4. A lot of people were like, dude, man, like just leave that alone, man. Let Bad Boys. And this is the biggest movie of the year.
Right.
And it's like, oh my God, wait, I didn't know it was gonna be that good. Wow, the shots, the angles, man, love Martin and Will back. Like, but at first it's like it's so hard to answer that question. But I will say that Morgan, shout out to Morgan Cooper, man. Love Morgan. He figured it out. He figured out a way to be like, man, this is a show that is so near and dear to people's hearts. And it's still on to this day. I think he took it on as a challenge. Like, I can't mess this up. Like, ain't no way. And the formula of let's just, like I always say that it's not a reboot. Like, this isn't a reboot. This is a revamp. This is a reimagining because it's so different. For me to say like, oh, you should take on, our way of doing a reboot, I don't even think would do certain things justice. I think in artistry, I think you just have to trust your heart. Right. And there's certain things, I mean, now I'm just getting, spiritual in a way. But it's like,
you invite the spirit, come on.
You have to trust your heart. And even if certain stuff doesn't go as planned, you can't give up.
Yes.
Like if this is something that you have in your heart and that you want to do and that you want to succeed in, don't let anybody stop you from doing that. I just heard that Martin is doing, I think Martin is backing. I don't know all the information, but I saw something last week about how they might be doing like a I don't want to like misrepresent it in a way, but it's like, it's not a reboot, but I think it's like a prequel to like Martin. I think they're doing this, and I'm all for I'm all for it. And I gotta do some more research, but like a couple weeks ago, it came out that like Martin is back in kind of like this. I don't want to call it a dramatic take on it because I don't really know what it is. But it is something doing with the Martin friend, like the Martin show. And they're doing either like a dramatic take or a prequel or something of that nature. And I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Because at first, before Bel-Air, I was like, man, why are we doing this? Now I can't think that way anymore because we have to wait until we see it and then we can judge. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then you can get on the show. So
Yeah.
there you go. You can hit all the black classic sitcoms. You could be on
Right.
Martin, be on Fresh Prince. Might find you in Living Single, the reboot somewhere in there. But
The
you just
Bros,
never
Jamie
know.
Foxx.
Okay. We're gonna see you as Kyle Barker in there. So but you just never know. But no, okay. So that being said, first of all, to speak to one of your points, if there can be 10 Fast and Furious movies, there can be 15 Bad Boys movies, and I'm okay with it. As long as they treat it with care, comes with intention, that's
You
cool.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Let people
you
see.
just don't know. You
Right.
just don't know. It depends on how much effort and work they put into it to make it good. It's just like every other movie. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we're in this age of like, why are we trying to redo everything? Well, it's not redoing because it's a brand new concept. It
Right.
really is. Just
Right.
like every movie, even though it's called whatever it's called, and it's not a a sequel to something.
Mm.
Every movie has a concept that they like took from something else.
Right.
There's a formula to certain movies. There's a formula to romances. There's a formula to action movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Buddy cop. You know, there's a formula to those things. So they took from something before, regardless. It's just they're not putting a name on it.
Exactly.
So that's how I have to think about it. Where it's like, man, everything is being redone. We just don't call it a redo.
Yeah, and we don't have to reinvent the wheel all the time. It's just like,
You know?
sometimes we just want an easy beat, something we already know. But then as long as you handle it with intention, like you guys have at Bel-Air, then we'll all enjoy it. It'll be a long lasting series. So for the upcoming season 3, right? What do we have to look forward to? Like, what are you expecting the fans of the show to come out of it, walking away with? Are our minds going to be blown? Set us up for season 3.
Man, season 3, and I say this too. I think, and I'm not just saying this because I'm biased. I think season 3 is going to be the best season yet. Seriously, like it's going to be the best season yet. It's more drama. It's more action. I think this season you get a chance to see Jazz in a different lens. The first season was about like, man, Jazz is so smooth and he helps everybody out with certain, everything. He helps Hillary get through her influence and stuff. He's helping Will navigate through Los Angeles. Season 2 was more like, okay, now we get the chance to see Jazz. He's kind of insecure about certain things, and we get to see who he is internally. I think season 3 is a good combination of both of that, but you get to see him navigate through different trials and tribulations, new characters, just him navigating through his relationship with Hillary. Okay. And I think this is going to be a great season where you get to learn a lot more about Jazz and like who he is as a person and the things that he stands for. Like I said, it's a lot more action, a lot more drama, and man, I just can't wait for it to come out. Like I said, we always shoot things months in advance, and I just can't wait, just like everybody else, to see the season. I ain't seen it
yet. Oh, really?
Yeah, like people assume.
No, they don't let you see anything.
Dude, people assume that like, oh yeah, we don't watch all 10 episodes. No, no.
I was just there because it keeps it together.
Yeah, we watched the first episode. The first episode is phenomenal. But they don't, the rest of the episodes, I'm watching it with the rest of the world. I am.
Okay.
So yeah,
I can't wait. You got to live tweet with us too, because I'm sure we're gonna
be. Trust me, I will.
Trust me. All right, so you're getting a fully fleshed out character this season. All right, okay. It's Jazz's turn for season 3. Okay.
For sure. Right, and I'm so thankful to, all the writers. Shout out Carla, our showrunner. And, like I always say, it's just such a blessing and a privilege to have this opportunity. Just to be in a show that was, that was so iconic in this reimagining. The way that they're writing my character and the way that, how Jazz is navigating in his whole entire journey, I just didn't see this. So I'm just so thankful that, for my screen time in a way. I'm just thankful for the fans that really enjoy my character and I'm getting a fully fleshed out character. In the original, Jazz was Will's friend. It's different with a sitcom too, because you don't have to do a lot of explaining. It was like Jazz just comes in. We as an audience know who that is already. We clap as he comes in. He's funny. He dips. He comes in, he does his stuff, he dips. And this character, this Jazz, is, you know, fully fleshed out. And I just appreciate, you know, all the writers and Peacock and Universal, just for, and Westbrook, just for, you know, allowing me to do my thing for real. For
That's
real.
dope, and congratulations to you for that. Because season three,
Thank you,
three
man.
seasons. That's a big
Thank you.
idea, and then you
Yeah.
get a fully fleshed out character. That's dope. All right, so
Yeah.
so as far as your career and your experience with Bel-Air, where would you like to see things go for you personally? Like, what kind of challenges would you like to take on in this role and other roles in the future?
Mhm. Yeah, dude. My goal is, and not to be cliche, like I want to be Will Smith. You know, I
Well, yes,
who doesn't?
we
You
all want
know,
to be with.
um, but what I love about, like my muses are Will Smith, Jim Carrey, Eddie Murphy. Um, these guys, they're not one trick ponies. You know, they're really good at something, and then they'll mess your head up because they'll turn around and do something else, and you're like, wait, you are so good at that.
Mhm,
You know, Will Smith, man, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, he's hilarious in Fresh Prince
mhm.
of Bel Air. But I Am Legend, action movie, Pursuit of Happiness, portraying a character, you know, Hitch, you know, romance, you know, like I can name thousands of movies, but you can't box these characters in. You can't box Jim Carrey can do Ace Ventura, but
Mhm.
then he can do Philip Morris,
Pursuit of
like
Happiness,
yeah,
Will Smith,
23.
Eternal Sunshine. Yeah,
Yeah, like he can do everything
right.
and portray the great. He can do everything. And that's me. And that's why I love Bel-Air, because in Bel-Air, I can be very dramatic. I have some crying scenes. I can be very smooth. I can be funny sometimes. And so they're portraying the character as all these different things. And I'm so grateful for that, because at the end of the day, that's my goal. Like people say, like, okay, like, what is your dream role? And I don't really have a dream role. I kind of want to do it all. I really do. I think I can. I think I can be, I can do, I did a sitcom. You know, I was in the rail show. I can do straight comedy. I can do action. You know, I can do romance.
Right.
I feel like I can do it all. I don't want to be boxed in. So that is my goal. Those three: Eddie Murphy, Jim Carrey, Will Smith. You can't box them in. You can put them in whatever you want, and they will kill the role. And I feel like I'm similar.
Okay. Well, they're giving you a chance, season three, Bel-Air, to like to spread your wings. So
You know?
that's a testament to your talent. So thank you so
Yeah,
much for joining us here at the Quintessential Gentleman. You gotta get you in
absolutely.
here for a shoot, everything, because the style, first of all, the style on the show, I don't know how much input
It's
you got with that.
fire.
Yeah, I was like, wait a
That's
minute, hold
Hey,
on, I need to look
shout
at this.
out Queen
Mhm.
Sylvia. Shout out her. She is the best, hands down, for all of the characters. I'm gonna be biased and say I'm the best dressed,
Well,
but
yeah, of course.
uh, but every character, and she is the type of person that when we go in for fittings, I
Mhm.
don't say anything. Like I don't, you know, I don't really like these pants, and no, I actually like everything. Even she'll do like, okay, this is our first option. Hey, this is a second option just in case it's too bright or whatever. Everything that she puts on, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. All this is fire,
It was like because she was hired for a reason. I was like, because
right?
the melanin is going, the fits are going. I'm like, everybody's fit to a T. So like, y'all got that. Y'all ate that.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
last question before we go then. Who is your style inspiration? You know who your acting inspiration is. Who's your style
mm,
inspiration?
dude, it's so weird. I was actually talking about this the other day. So, like, for me, I'm a big sneakerhead. Like, I'm a
Okay.
huge sneakerhead. Like, I have a whole shoe closet with like 65 plus shoes. Um, I have different styles. I can wear like the open button up. I can wear
Mhm.
all black. Usually, though, I'm an all black wearing, like, outside of the character Jazz. I wear a lot of great garments, but I like to wear black a lot because I have so many shoes that I
Okay.
can
You
just
said
throw
shoes.
on whatever. Like I usually just put on my clothes and then I sit in my shoe closet and
Mhm.
sit there for 10 minutes. Like, okay, what am I gonna wear? Like this is the hardest part for me.
Right.
So my type of swag is, you know, like I do like to, like, outside of the character, I like to kind of keep it simple but
Mhm.
very swaggy. But the shoes are like that's my go-to, where people are, oh, I like those.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
got so many shoes, and also, like, you know, when you wear all black, you can wear whatever color that you want.
Because it goes with everything. But I'm telling you, style tip. people with skin like ours, great black skin. We need a pop of color every now and then just to pop out on them.
That's fair. That's fair.
Listen,
That's fair. And I do every
okay,
now and
okay.
then sometimes. But it's one of those things like when I do it, people notice. Like I'll be on set and I wear like a light blue button up and then like some blue jeans, and people will be like, "Oh, I see you with the color today."
Yeah, yeah. I see you.
Okay.
Okay.
Balenciaga and the Dior, but it's like black or white or you know what I'm saying. And then like what pops is my shoe.
Yeah.
Sometimes I gotta pop out and wear like a little burgundy. You know what I'm saying? A little button up, a little burnt orange, and I'm like, I see you, black kid.
Oh, you remixed it up today. Oh, I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard you.
Yeah.
All right, Jordan, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being on the Quintessential Gentleman. The third season of Bel-Air comes out August 15th on Peacock. Make sure you guys watch it. Until next time, everybody, have a good one, and I'll see you at the top.
KP, thank you so much, brother.